Maybe it is just me, but I noticed that I barely have conversations with others about my life concerns. For instance, whenever I catch up with friends, we tend to discuss positive things that happened in our lives, such as trips that we had been on, experiences that we had gained, etc. However, the topic seems to never go to the concerns and worries that we deal with inside, although it is not like we consciously avoid talking about them. I believe this may be quite similar to how a lot of us tend to post only positive things on social media. We do care about how others perceive us, and we create the images of others based on the information that they share with us. This may be why some of us may subconsciously hesitate to share what can be perceived as vulnerable, like life concerns, with others, because who wouldn't want to have the perfect image of ourselves? But we all understand that nobody is perfect, and this is a bit ironic because we know that having concerns is just a part of life, which everyone experiences. Obviously, there are many concerns that I have, and in this video I would like to share a few of them because I believe that talking about them openly is the first healthy step to dealing with them. I haven't found a job that I feel I can do for a long time. Yet. I mean, come on, I am 28 years old, and yet I haven't found a job that I feel like I can do for many years. When I was younger, I thought I would be able to find a dream job in my early to mid-20s without any reason. And in order to find it, I've tried working in 3 different industries and experienced 3 different roles in sales and customer support in the last 6 years. It's always like this, but at the beginning of starting a new job, I get super excited and keen on learning new things. But as time goes on, the excitement slowly dissipates and I find myself feeling bored of what I'm doing. Now you might think that I have a commitment issue and I cannot stick to one thing for a long time, right? I think that guess is fair considering what I've just told you. However, let me tell you that I actually have things that I've been consistently doing for many years. Just to give you a few examples, I've been going to the gym for almost 10 years. I've been trying to learn English for over 13 years, and I've been preparing my lunch since my last year of high school. Oh wait, this is not something that I particularly enjoy doing, but it's something that I cannot live without, so I guess it doesn't count. But just like these examples, I don't think my consistency is the issue. I think the issue is the fact that I didn't know what my specific dream job would be and thought that it was something that would come to me rather than chasing, if that makes sense. For example, if you wanted to become a doctor and became a doctor, it's clear that you landed your dream job because you knew what you wanted to be in the first place. For me, I didn't have a specific job that I wanted to pursue growing up. I knew I wanted to learn business, but it is broad and there are millions of jobs within the business industry. So finding a dream job could work for some people who know what they want to be, but this may not work for people like myself who don't have a specific idea of what they want to be. At the age of 28, I learned that this is totally okay and normal. If I think about the things that I have been consistent about for many years, they were not something that I knew I wanted to do for a long time from the beginning, but as time went on, they became the things that I wanted to pursue for a long time. So I believe that the same goes for finding a job that I feel like doing for many years. Logically, I understand that I shouldn't worry about when I will be able to find it, and I need to keep my eyes open for opportunities that will come my way. However, this concern shows up every now and then, but I guess it is what it means to be a human. Nobody is perfect. Where am I going to live in the long term? I must admit that I haven't found a place where I feel like I can live for the rest of my life. I see people around me who were born and raised in the same area and they already decided to settle down in their hometowns, while some of them left their hometowns to find another place or a country that they can call home to settle down. This sometimes makes me wonder when or if I will ever find a place where I feel like staying for a long time. For me, I have lived in Japan and New Zealand, but I don't think I have particularly felt like I belong to a place or a community wherever I have lived in my life. I guess I've always felt like an outsider wherever I've lived, and this is not the fault of the places or the people whom I've interacted with, but myself, because I know for a fact that belonging is not my strong suit. My girlfriend Anna and I discussed where we would like to live in the long term, and I think of myself as a simple person. So as long as the environment is safe, I have a home, supermarket, gym and workplace nearby, and I speak the same language as others, I can be quite flexible about where I live. However, my biggest concern is work. I am worried that if we decided to live overseas, would I be able to get a good job that can sustain our quality of life? Well, that is totally up to me, but it is still a concern that I sometimes think about. Life is unpredictable. When I was in my early 20s, I thought I would end up living in New Zealand just because I finished university and I got a job over there. However, I ended up coming back to Japan because I thought I had found a job that I wanted to pursue, but it turned out that it wasn't really what I wanted from the bottom of my heart, and I left it. I anticipated none of these things to happen initially, but they did, which has led me to this day. So I guess I just have to keep reminding myself that the future is not something that I can control, and all I can do is make decisions based on what my heart says when opportunities are presented in front of me. Am I gonna be a good parent? Wait, before that, do I really want kids? I don't know about you guys, but I often go back and forth about this topic. What I mean by that is, for example, some videos about babies show up on my social media, or when I see babies in public, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. Maybe I would like to have kids in that moment. But my realistic side comes up telling me things like, thinking about raising a baby or a few babies from a financial point of view, it is going to be challenging with your current income. Oh, you think you're tired right now? Think about when you have a small human to look after. You will not be able to go to the gym to freshen up whenever you want to. You're not going to be able to have a good night's sleep consistently, etc. Are you sure you're ready for that lifestyle and commitment? I think what scares me tends to be created inside my head, but they're based on my past experiences. For instance, growing up, I believe I've witnessed more families who seem like they're not happy than the ones who actually are happy. Yes, I have seen people pretending to be happy, but a lot of times it turned out that they were not, which has made me become a bit more pessimistic as a human. Also, the cost of living is getting higher and higher in Japan, while the wages haven't been increasing much, making it even more challenging to have kids, in my opinion. Sometimes I wonder how others make it work, but I guess when it comes to it, you try making it work no matter what, because it becomes your responsibility, which I respect. Having mentioned everything, I understand that this is not an individual decision and has to be made as a couple. But to sum this up, just like how my perspectives and opinions on a lot of things have changed compared to the past, I think I will keep on learning and experiencing to make a decision about this in the end. I acknowledge that the life concerns that I have shared today are privileged, because these concerns are not life-threatening things, like I don't need to face them today in order to wake up tomorrow. However, it doesn't mean that I can just forget about them, because these concerns come up no matter how hard I try not to think about them. How I think about these life concerns that I have within myself is that I will accept any outcome, and there are always fun and challenging times no matter what decisions I will make or are made for me due to circumstances. However, these are some of the concerns that go through my head from time to time, and I really appreciate that you took the time to listen to my concerns, because I feel lighter already and hopeful for my future by making this video as a certified pessimist. But anyway, this is just a reminder to all of us that we go through different challenges in life, but we are all on this earth together and we are never alone. That's the end of the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, because when you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm helps my channel grow and reach people who are interested in the topics that I discuss on my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing, and I will keep striving to create videos that are worth your time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Bye!